Hey everybody, it's Beth from Yoga Bliss. I hope you're doing well. I thought I'd pop in for another movement bike, and this one will focus on our neck area and our face and even our eyes. Because when you're looking at a computer screen for a lot of time, right, which many of us are, it can get really hard on the eyes. So it's really great to have a little balance of the close work that you're doing on the computer, but also with some distance work and some eye exercises that I actually learned a long time ago, not only in yoga, but in an acting class. And I took one of my earliest acting classes back in conservatory. So what I'd love for you to do is to find a comfortable seat, sitting up on a blanket or a block or a book, or even at the edge of your chair, so that your pelvis is upright, your spine is upright, with the least amount of effort. I want to start with just some nice, easy little neck movement. So imagine as you're sitting, right, your pelvis is upright, your rib cage and your lungs are right over your pelvis. Your head is just floating right on top of that. You're going to take a breath in and gently turn your head to peek over your right shoulder. As you exhale, turn your head to peek over your other shoulder. And breathe in, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Trying to keep your chin pretty level so that it's not lifting up to the sky. Turn your head to look over your left, and we'll go one more time. Here's your inhale, and here's your exhale. Now we're going to breathe back to center, and as you exhale, just nod your head down. Try not to collapse through the spine. As you breathe in, gently let the head lift upright. And as you exhale, nod the head back down, chin towards your heart. And then breathe in, keeping everything pretty neutral through the spine and pelvis. Just let the head nod on the spine. And one more time, nodding down and nodding up. And as you breathe in, we're going to come back to center. Great. Now let your arms reach out to the sides like a T. Turn your arms so the palms face up, so you're rotating the arms outward. You're going to inhale your arms on up. And as you exhale, we're going to drop the left hand down and make a little side bend to your left and plant that hand down so you can rest in it. Let your elbow bend and see if you can let that inner elbow point forward. Go over as far as you comfortably can in this little side bend. Let your head release, let it be a little heavy. And take a delicious breath into the right side of your waist. Now you're going to stay in the side bend, but let your right arm sweep up and out to the right and keep it pretty soft. And let it slowly float down. Keep your head heavy. And then let your hand rest maybe on your knee and make a couple of little shoulder circles. I like to go back first. And we'll do it 3 times. And then roll it forward. You just see if there's any little sense of release in and around the side of the neck, top of the shoulder. Let's take one more breath here. And then when you're ready to inhale, come all the way on up. Just have a moment. Feel the way the side of your body feels. And then with your next inhale, we'll check it in on the other side. Sweep the arms out and up with the palms facing each other. And let your right hand drop down, make a little side bend. Bend your right elbow, this bottom arm, and hug that inner elbow forward. So you're working the external rotation in both arms. Stay and enjoy a nice, delicious breath into the left side of your waist. Then you're going to stay in this side bend, your head as heavy as you can make it, and slowly let this left arm sweep out to the left and down. A little softness in the elbow, a little heaviness through the head. Right, if there's a spot along the way that feels really good, just linger. And then let your hand come down, and we'll do little shoulder circles again, about 3 backwards. For me, 3 is that magic number. And 3 forward. Good. Let that arm rest heavy. Enjoy a breath in and out. And slowly, slowly, you breathe your way back up. And again, just take a moment to feel your head right over your ribs, right over your hips. Great. Let's go ahead and take the arms again, reach them out to the side. You're going to cross your right arm on top of your left and give yourself a nice big squeeze or hug. Take a breath in, feel the breath underneath your hands. And as you exhale, drop your elbows down a little bit and just bow your head. Again, trying not to collapse the whole spine, just bowing the head toward the heart. And as you inhale, let your elbows lift up, soft front ribs. And let the arms sweep up and open. And as you exhale, we're going to cross the left arm over top the right. Again, take a breath into that hug. And as you exhale, gently drop your elbows, bow your head to your heart. Take a breath. And as you inhale next, let your elbows rise up, your face might tilt up, let your arms sweep up and open. And then let your hands release gently down onto your knees. And then you're going to let your right ear drop to your right shoulder. And if that feels like enough, stay there. Otherwise, you can just lightly rest your hand on the side of your head. So not a lot of pressure, just a little bit of weight. And as you breathe in, let your head float up. Turn your head so you're looking toward your upper right arm. Then tilt your head down so you're looking like a pocket on your right hip crease there. And let your hand come to the back of your skull again. Spine stays pretty upright. Not a lot of pressure in that hand. And breathe your breath. And slowly breathe your head back up. Turn it back to center, release your hand. Good, enjoy your breath in. And when you're ready to exhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Again, your face pretty straight ahead of you, so you're not tilting up or tilting down. If that's enough, stay here. Otherwise, you can take your left hand on top of the side of your head, like right around the little notch of your jaw. And breathe your breath. Very light through that hand. Then on your next breath in, let your head tilt back up. Turn to look toward your upper arm. Take your hand to the back of your skull and guide your head down. Again, you're looking at the imaginary pocket, or maybe a real pocket, on your left hip. Now when you're ready to inhale, bring your head back up. Turn your head to center, release your arm. It might feel really nice just to alternate shimmying your shoulders up and down and up and down and up and down. Just moving your shoulder blades along the back of your rib cage. Good. And then just let that go. So just like giving a little massage back there. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you is some eye work. So what I would encourage you to do is take a moment to look beyond your computer. If you have a window, look outside your window, or look at something that's far away from your computer, just to stretch those muscles, actually to work those muscles that are used for distance. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to look just beyond you, out the window, to some beautiful trees that are outside my window. And see what you can see. Like I sometimes imagine that I could see the outline of a leaf. And then you would bring your eyes back to what's in front of you. And you can do that a couple of times. So again, you're just working those distance muscles instead of always the close muscles. And then the last thing I'd like you to do is to close your eyes. And you imagine you're looking like in the center of a clock. And then with your eyes closed, you're going to let your gaze, your eyes look up like you're looking toward 12 o'clock. Then move them over to where 3 o'clock would be. Then move them down to where 6 o'clock would be. Move them up to where 9 o'clock would be. And move them up to where 12 o'clock would be. Then bring them back to where the center of the clock is, where the hands meet. If you want to open up your eyes, and then close them again. And look up to where 12 o'clock would be. And over to where 9 o'clock would be. and down to where 6 o'clock would be, and over to where 3 o'clock would be. Then up to 12. Bring them back to center. And then open your eyes for a moment. Take a breath. And then the other thing that we would do, which I really like too, is toggle between like where 2 o'clock would be and where 7 or 8 would be, and then where like 10 would be, and where like 5 would be, or 4 would be. So we're going to do that together. Close your eyes again. And imagine again, you're looking at the center of the clock where the hands meet. And then you're going to look up to where like 2 o'clock would be, so it's up on a diagonal, and down to where like 7 would be, down on the diagonal, and up where 2 would be, and down where 7 would be. And then come back to the center where the hands would meet. Then go up to where like 10 would be, and down where 5 would be, and up where 10 would be, and down where 5 would be. Now you're going to bring it back to center. And keep your eyes closed. Give your hands a nice rub. Get some heat going in those hands. And then cup your hands lightly over your eyes. So there's a little bit of space from your eyes to your fingers and palms. And just feel the weight and the warmth of your hands. And then when you feel the heat diminish, and release your hands and just take a moment, again, just to feel the residue of the warmth of your hands. Slowly open your eyes, so you're gradually letting the world come back in. So there's a little movement practice for you. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it helps keep things mobile and free in your neck, and a little bit your shoulders, and even a little soft and easy through your eyes and your face. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. You can leave a comment. Please share this with your friends and coworkers, and you can always find more movement practices as well as other wonderful tidbits on living with more mindfulness over at my website, thisisyourbliss.com. Thanks so much, everybody. Stay well, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.